Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus. April the 22nd through to the 28th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Let's get right to the cards. It has been very strong energy for everyone, so I can't see you being any different. We start with, look at this, we start with the World card. Now the World card, for some reason I have this, I've got to say it, it's perfect full moon energy, and we are in the full moon energy. So how fitting is this? The World card is here to say you are moving forward. The new chapter is about to begin. Maybe it's the new book completely, that blank page. What does it say? What are you writing on it? But there are some details that you have to attend to in order to not take it forward with you. There's something that's weighing you down. There's something that's burdening you. There's something that's holding you back from going forward. There's some kind of completion that needs to be done in your life, or maybe several things that need to be completed, so that you're not taking this old energy with you into the new. And I think in some case it's attached to the new beginning. So it's like there can't be this crossover. You have to deal with something. You have to deal with something. It could be just healing. It could be allowing some healing in. It's been a strong theme throughout all the readings for a healing of some sort. We'll see what the other cards say. I think it's more of an action, though. Well, we'll see what the cards say. Look at this. We have the Tower as our second card. Yeah. Yeah, there's something that needs to go. There's something that's holding you back. There's something that stands in your way. And maybe you know what it is. Maybe you don't know what it is. Now, I know a lot of people sit there and they shake in their boots when they see cards like the Tower card come out, but no, please no. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know for certain that the Tower card will never take away anything that you needed in order to go forward. It removes what holds you back, even if you don't agree with it. It's putting you in the proper place. It's moving you into the right. With the Tower card here, expect the unexpected for things to happen in your life, and not necessarily bad things to happen. Everybody always thinks the worst. We're such a negative society. It could be something miraculous that happens. Somebody offers you that job, and all of a sudden you've got all these details. You got to get your life in order in 2 weeks instead of the 6 months you projected or something. That's the kind of completion that is involved here. There's something that you need to take care of, or the universe is going to take care of it for you. And trust me, it's always better when we have full control of the situation. Queen of Pentacles. Well, that's you. The storm has passed. You sit there with a confidence. You know your abilities. You've been through the storm. You've weathered the storm. You've made it through the storm, even if it doesn't feel that way. There's a confidence about you that is more and more apparent all the time, and maybe you're seeing it within yourself as well. Whatever the tower is, I almost get this sense that this tower energy has already been present. But when it shows up, it says that there's work to be done still. So if there's something in your life that you have been working towards and then you kind of put it on pause a little bit, or you backed it up, or you've put your focus in a new direction and thought, we'll just let that, you might want to go back to that and pay attention to that. Followed by the Queen of Pentacles, there might be different values, or you give it a different value or worth. than you previously did. You rethink what you perhaps need in order to go forward. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles sits there, and she's the Queen of Pentacles, and that is not this giant pentacle. It's just a regular sized pentacle almost. I mean, it's bigger than the average coin. But when you compare it to some of the pentacles in this deck, that's kind of a small pentacle. Usually they're much larger. So we might be realigning what is of value to us. I mean, there is an angel there. So it could be spirituality is more valuable to us. The flowers, maybe it's the beauty. Maybe it's the passion. Maybe it's the new growth and the feeling of alive is the new value. Maybe you thought you needed something in order to actually move forward in a certain direction, and when looking back upon it, you didn't need it at all. You don't need it. You can easily let it go. You reassess the value of certain things, and not just material things, but I would believe that there's some kind of inner value or inner emotion that you're dealing with here. We have the Six of Swords, so we are so ready to go forward. I would hesitate, okay? I keep getting the feeling that we need to wait for the guy with the motor to show up. That boat can take a motor. On the back, it's the carved out for the motor to go on there. And are we going to just push off? Are we just going to go on the adventure? Are we just going to, or are we going to think it through? Are we going to make sure we have a plan? Are we going to make sure that we have everything in place in order to take that giant leap? And do we need to send that person that's with us to find the motor? Maybe something's happened. And be ready. Be ready for going. You don't want to be putting off things for tomorrow that you could have got done yesterday. Okay, so this is being very proactive and making sure that you're using your energy and your time and your resources wisely in order to move forward as fast as you can, but not jumping the gun when you do so. So there's a very delicate pace that you need to master here. And it's going to take you long term into something quite beautiful with it overlaying the Queen of Pentacles. Five of Wands for relationships. Know your value, know your worth, know what you bring to the table, know where you stand above others. Okay, if anything, I get this sense that sometimes you allow everybody else to shine and you kind of stay in the backdrop, and this is not a time to do that. This is a time to step forward with your abilities, with your talents, with your love, with your empathy. If you're looking for love, you could find it within a new group of people. Maybe somebody who has a very like-minded interest as you, as common ground for meeting each other. It could be team play, so going out for the baseball team or the volleyball team or the soccer team or any kind of team play, absolutely. Maybe it's you play an instrument and getting together with a bunch of people who play instruments, and you know, every so often you run across these towns, and I mean the musical talent that is clustered in some areas of this world is undeniably beautiful. And you know, there's bars that everybody can bring an instrument, and we just get together and we play and we drink and we have some fun, and everybody brings their own instrument, and you don't have to bring an instrument in order to attend. So there are venues for every interest, so look for what's out there, because you might meet somebody through that experience, through that get together. Relationships are really changing in your life. Because when I lay it on top of the World card, there's like new relationships that need to be formed here. And it might actually be your behaviors or your habits that are holding you back from actually meeting these people in order to go forward, that they play a key part in some way. So you need to put yourself out there a little bit more. You need to get more involved or more invested in some kind of group atmosphere, or maybe just your passions, your dreams, your likes, where you want to step going forward. So it's kind of like socializing with purpose. You're trying to get somewhere, you're trying to meet a goal, step into a passion, something that you love to do, something that you want to maybe make into a career one day, or maybe in some way it's helping the community. And so there's new people that need to come into play. It could even be that you need to reconnect with some people. That could be the other, but I immediately got the new people rather than going backwards. So, but it may be different for you. This is a general reading after all. And something really rocks your world to really open your eyes to the people that you are going to need in your life going forward. The team, the tribe, the clan. So pay attention to the people you meet, the new, the unique. You could just bump into somebody, or your life could really change, that it throws you into a new kind of atmosphere. So it could be a new job that you get, or maybe you're moving and it's a new town or a new community. So those are all possibilities as well. It's something that makes you lose your balance a little bit so that you can be stronger in your balance when all the dust has settled. And we have the Ten of Swords. You're not the only ones to get the Ten of Swords as the final card. And the Ten of Swords here in this placement is telling you it's time to heal. It's time to understand that the chaos and the sorrow and the battles that you endured molded you into the person you are today. And without those battles, without those battle wounds, you would not have the knowledge, you would not have the wisdom to do what you are going to do going forward, which is exciting and beautiful. The sun is coming, breaking through the clouds. You're pushing yourself up. So this is a time to believe now in your empowerment, in your wisdom, in your intuition. It's moving forward into new groups of people, or becoming invested within groups of people. Um, and even if you're in a relationship, seeing if you could do that together, and growing that in some way. Maybe you start something in your community or your neighborhood that brings other people in with you and your partner. So that could also be there's a change, there's a transformation, there's something that needs to happen. And I think something happens, an event happens, or maybe it's just a story that you hear and you relate to it in a certain way that really moves you forward. This is the end of a lot of trials and tribulations in order to prepare you for the beauty of what's to come. But you couldn't without that strength or that courage or that lesson that you needed in your back pocket all along. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.